you're doing everything right, or at least you think you are. Whole grain toast for breakfast, low-fat yogurt for a light snack, a bit of cereal with almond milk, maybe even some grilled chicken from the deli for lunch. These are the foods we've been told are good for us. Clean, smart, age-appropriate. But what if I told you that some of these healthy choices could actually be doing the opposite, quietly accelerating aging behind the scenes? I'm talking about more wrinkles, more stiffness in your joints, more brain fog, more muscle loss, even though you're eating enough. And it's not your fault. These foods are everywhere. Many of them are marketed specifically to seniors trying to stay healthy. But here's the truth. After 60, your body changes. How it digests food, how it processes sugar, how it fights inflammation, and certain common foods that once seemed harmless suddenly start working against you. In this video, we're uncovering the 5 everyday foods that could be speeding up your aging without you even realizing it. Foods you probably have in your pantry right now. And number 3, it's one that almost every senior eats weekly, but most have no clue how damaging it can be long-term. Stick around, because we're not just exposing the culprits, we'll also show you smarter, safer swaps that protect your energy, your skin, your joints, and even your memory. Ready to find out what's quietly aging you and how to take back control? Let's get into it. Let's start with one of the most surprising offenders, and maybe one of your daily habits: whole wheat bread. For decades, we've been told to switch to whole grains. It sounds healthier, right? It has fiber, it's brown instead of white, and it's often labeled heart healthy. But here's what most seniors don't know. After 60, our body doesn't handle carbohydrates the way it used to. As we age, our insulin response slows down, meaning that even so-called healthy carbs can cause sudden blood sugar spikes. And whole wheat bread, it's right up there with white bread in how fast it turns into sugar in your bloodstream. Why does this matter? Because repeated sugar spikes trigger inflammation, a silent internal fire that affects your skin, your joints, your memory, and even your immune system. Ever wonder why your joints feel stiffer now? Or why your skin is thinning and losing elasticity faster than expected? Chronic inflammation from high glycemic foods, like whole wheat bread, is often a hidden culprit. In fact, research shows that glycation, the process where sugar molecules attach to proteins, like collagen, is a key factor in premature skin aging. That means more wrinkles, less firmness, and slower healing. And it doesn't stop there. This same process is linked to joint pain, slower muscle recovery, and even an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, especially in older adults. So while that slice of toast may seem innocent, what it's doing inside your body could be adding you eating smart for how your body actually works after 60. Let's talk about one of the most deceptive foods in the modern senior diet: breakfast cereal. Even the ones that claim to be heart healthy or whole grain. You've seen them. Light packaging, health claims, added vitamins. They look safe. They sound responsible. Some even say low cholesterol or great for active adults. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Many of these cereals are heavily processed. And worse, they're loaded with hidden sugars and refined starches that flood your system with glucose minutes after you eat. For someone over 60, that sugar spike can do serious damage over time. How? It all comes down to a process called oxidative stress. When there's too much sugar floating around in your bloodstream, it creates harmful byproducts called free radicals. These free radicals attack your cells, speeding up cellular aging, weakening your immune system, and contributing to conditions like brain fog and memory decline, increased belly fat, especially the stubborn kind, poor skin tone, and energy crashes after breakfast. And here's the twist. Even cereals marketed as low sugar often contain refined grains that act like sugar in your body. So you may think you're being careful, but your body still pays the price. It's not just about sugar. It's about how processed carbohydrates are digested rapidly, leaving you hungrier sooner and promoting fat storage, particularly around the waist. Plus, as we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar naturally weakens. That means your 20s body may have handled a bowl of cereal just fine, but your 60s body? Not so much. But don't worry, you don't have to skip breakfast. Here are 2 senior smart swaps that your body and brain will thank you for. White heavy checkmark steel-cut oats. These are minimally processed, rich in fiber, and digest slowly. helping stabilize your blood sugar while keeping you full longer. Add cinnamon or berries for flavor without sugar overload. White heavy checkmark plain Greek yogurt. High in protein, low in sugar, and packed with gut-friendly probiotics that support immunity and digestion. Add a sprinkle of flaxseed or a few walnuts for healthy fats and brain-boosting omega-3s. These options fuel your body instead of breaking it down. They protect your energy, your memory, and your metabolism, all from the very first meal of the day. So next time you reach for that cereal box, take a closer look. If the first ingredients are corn, wheat, or sugar, or it lists more than a handful of grams of added sugar, it's not serving you. Remember, aging well isn't just about eating less sugar. It's about choosing the right foods that work with your body, not against it. And that starts with your breakfast bowl. Now here's the one that surprises almost everyone, especially if you're trying to eat lean and clean. We're talking about deli meats and even pre-cooked packaged chicken. They seem harmless, convenient, packed with protein. Maybe you even chose them instead of red meat, thinking you were making a healthier choice. But here's what's hiding between those slices of turkey or rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. Preservatives like sodium nitrate, nitrite, and phosphate-based additives. These chemicals are used to extend shelf life, enhance color, and give that meaty flavor. But in your body, they can quietly wreak havoc. Once ingested, nitrates and nitrites convert into compounds that promote inflammation in the blood vessels, causing them to stiffen and narrow over time. This process quietly raises your risk for high blood pressure, hardening of the arteries, cognitive decline, and accelerated skin and organ aging. You might not feel it right away, but over time, this constant low-grade inflammation can chip away at your health, making you feel more tired, foggy, and achy than you should. And don't forget the sodium overload. Many packaged deli meats contain double or even triple the sodium content of fresh meat. High sodium intake can lead to water retention, puffy face or hands, elevated blood pressure, extra strain on aging kidneys and your heart. If you're over 60, your body simply isn't as efficient at flushing out excess sodium or managing chronic inflammation. So yes, that ready-to-eat rotisserie chicken or low-fat ham may be convenient, but it's also quietly aging your arteries with every bite. But here's the good news. You have easy, powerful swaps that are just as satisfying and far more nourishing. Fresh, skinless chicken breast or thighs, roasted at home with herbs and olive oil. Full of it's about where it comes from and how it affects the rest of our body. And if a food is convenient, packaged, and has a shelf life of weeks, chances are it's hiding something your body doesn't need. Aging well means choosing foods that heal, not harm, even when it comes to protein. You see it in almost every fridge, a neat row of low-fat fruit yogurts, proudly labeled as light, healthy, or slim-friendly. And for good reason. These products are marketed as better choices, lower in fat, easier to digest, and great for watching your weight. But here's the truth most seniors aren't told. Low fat often means high sugar. When food companies remove the fat from yogurt or dairy, they usually add extra sugar, artificial sweeteners, or thickeners to bring back flavor and texture. And that sugar? It doesn't just affect your waistline. It directly impacts your gut and your immune system. You see, over 70% of your immune defenses live in your gut. And those friendly bacteria down there, they hate sugar. Too much of it can throw your gut microbiome off balance, encouraging harmful bacteria, weakening digestion, and even lowering your natural defenses against illness and inflammation. And here's something most people never connect. Your gut is also where most of your mood-regulating hormones are made, like serotonin. When your gut is imbalanced, your brain can suffer too, leading to irritability, low energy, or brain fog. So that light and fruity yogurt you eat to stay healthy, it might be quietly weakening your immune system, disrupting your digestion, and speeding up the aging process from the inside out. But that doesn't mean yogurt is the enemy. In fact, it can be one of the most powerful foods for healthy aging if you choose the right kind. Try plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. It's rich in protein, has zero added sugar, and is naturally full of probiotics that nourish your gut. White heavy check mark or go for unsweetened kefir, a fermented dairy drink that supports digestion, boosts immunity, and is incredibly easy to absorb. even for lactose-sensitive seniors. You can always add your own flavor. A few fresh berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon, a drizzle of raw honey or ground flaxseed. This way, you control the sweetness, and your gut stays balanced. Your energy stays steady, and your body stays younger, longer. So next time you grab a low-fat yogurt thinking it's helping you stay youthful, take a look at the sugar content. Because at this stage in life, your gut health is your immune system, your mood, and your energy, and it deserves better than a spoonful of sugar disguised as health food. And finally, let's talk about something that's in almost every kitchen, even the ones trying to be healthy. We're talking about vegetable oils like canola, soybean, corn, safflower, and sunflower oil. You'll find them in nearly everything. Salad dressings, mayonnaise, frozen dinners, baked goods, even healthy granola bars. These oils are cheap, highly processed, and easy to cook with. But inside your body, they're a major source of a very unbalanced fat called omega-6. Now here's the issue. Omega-6 fats aren't inherently bad, but in excess, especially when not balanced with omega-3s, they can fuel chronic, low-grade inflammation. And that's a serious problem after 60, because chronic inflammation incidents that protect your blood vessels, skin, and brain. White heavy checkmark avocado oil, heat stable, heart healthy, and loaded with monounsaturated fats that support aging cells instead of damaging them. These oils don't just avoid the problem. They actively fight inflammation and help your body repair itself. And bonus, they taste amazing and make meals more satisfying, which actually helps prevent overeating and sugar cravings. So next time you're cooking or picking up that pre-made salad dressing, check the label. If you see canola, soybean, corn, or vegetable oil listed, you might want to set it back down. Because healthy aging isn't just about cutting back on calories. It's about fueling your cells with the right ingredients. And the oils you use every day have a bigger impact than most people realize. Your brain, your joints, your skin, your energy. They all deserve fats that heal, not fats that harm. Let's do a quick recap. Because this isn't about fear, it's about taking back control. White heavy checkmark first. Swap that healthy whole wheat bread for something your body can actually digest, like sprouted grain or sourdough. White heavy checkmark next. Ditch the sugary cereal and power up your mornings with steel-cut oats or Greek yogurt that nourish your cells. White heavy checkmark. Say goodbye to deli meats and packaged chicken, and hello to real, fresh proteins that support your muscles and your heart. White heavy checkmark. Replace those sugar-packed, low-fat yogurts with plain Greek yogurt or kefir, and watch your gut, mood, and immunity improve. White heavy checkmark. And finally, trade out cheap vegetable oils for anti-aging champions, like extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Your skin and joints will thank you. And here's the best part. You don't need a complete diet overhaul. Just these 5 swaps can lift inflammation, protect your brain, and give your body the support it needs, especially after 60. Think of it like this. Every time you eat, you're either feeding disease or fighting it. So start small. Start smart. Because aging well isn't about avoiding every bad food. It's about knowing what fuels you best and choosing that more often than not. And when you do, you'll feel it. More energy in the morning, less brain fog in the afternoon, clearer skin, steadier mood, and stronger muscles. That's the power of nutrition after 60. Small choices, big results. So tell me, which one shocked you the most? Was it the healthy whole wheat bread, the low-fat yogurt loaded with sugar, or the deli meats aging your arteries bite by bite? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's talk about it. Because aging doesn't have to be lonely, and your story might help someone else feel seen. If this opened your eyes, give it a like. Subscribe and share it with a friend over 60 who deserves to feel better, too.